Hey y'all, Shay here. Welcome to this week's Whip and Chat. These videos stand for work in progress and chat. So what we're going to do is I'm going to be diamond painting, so pull out anything you want to work on for the next hour. And we're just going to catch up, talk about diamond painting, talk about what's been going on in my world the last week. I want to know what you've been up to and how you are, so make sure you leave that down in the comments. But yeah, like I said, I treat these as like a time for us to catch up, like sitting down and having coffee together once a week and just kind of finding out, what everybody's been up to and help you craft, help you do errands, just kind of keep you busy for a little bit. I love whip and chats. A lot of times I'll just put them on and not even look up, just work away and treat them like a podcast or like an audio book. So yes, let me entertain you and just chill out for about an hour. Go ahead and grab something to eat, something to drink if you want to do that. I do have a coffee from the Starbies. I got this several hours ago and I just reheated it up. It's a venti, so it lasts me like all day long. It's a vanilla latte, which I know my daughter told me, my 10-year-old Lou, she's like, that's so basic. I'm like, yeah, that is pretty basic. I need to find a new drink. I've tried many things lately and nothing is like sticking. So I'm like, I tried a chai tea latte. I've tried it was a green one. I don't know what it was, matcha or something. I've tried different things and I'm just not really feeling anything yet. All right, so I already have a color picked out. So let's talk about what I'm using, okay, before we get started, before I start diamond painting. I am working on a Diamond Art Club painting. I got this a few months ago and I haven't seen a lot of people working on it, so I thought it would be a good one to do. Valentine's Day is coming, so I thought I was trying to find the right painting to kind of go with the theme, and I decided to choose Matchmakers Maze. It's by Mandy Manzano, and it might still be in stock. I'm not sure. I'll have it listed down below. But, you've got the couples, lots of pinks, but I thought it'd be really cute because it's got, the mermen, the merwomen, and yeah, Matchmakers Maze, Mandy Manzano. I have not done a Mandy Manzano in quite some time, and now I know why I love her. Look at this. I mean, it's just stunning. I'm having so much fun working on this. I have added some extra ABs. This is a square, and it's a 65 by 65 in centimeters. So love the perfectly square paintings. I don't know why. I just kind of drawn to them. I am using my Elizabeth Ward containers. There is 65 colors. So there's quite a few colors. So it's pretty confetti heavy, but I'm really enjoying it. I am adding these ABs. So 701, 704, 740, 727, and 3708. So I got some greens, some orange, yellows, and pinks. And I got these from diamondpaintingdrills.com. So I'll have them listed down below. Yeah, so I just thought, why not add a little pop of glitter? It does come with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABs as it is. So you've got purple, like a peach, orange, green, and white. So it does have plenty of ABs. But yeah, definitely go check out this painting if you're interested in it and go see if they still have it in stock, okay? So I'm on the very, very bottom row. I start at the bottom. I started this, I don't know, about a week ago, I guess. Yeah, because I think my last whip and chat, I wasn't working on this yet. So about a week. And I'm almost finished with this square. Just got her belly right there. And then I have one more square. And I'll go ahead and post on Instagram a progress pic. I like to put progress pics up like for each row, because to me, that's kind of like a, completion of some type and something to look forward to is each row instead of the entire painting. So, all right. So today is Wednesday for me / Thursday for y'all. Try to film these the day before so I have time to edit and, get it out to y'all Thursday morning. Okay. So that's my painting. That's my storage containers. I am using a Bella Art de Nicole. I went with the pink. Yes, the hot pink. This does have a stopper and a lid, but I don't use either, so I just take them off. But yeah, hot pink. I don't remember the name of this one, but love this tray. And then I am using a brand new pen that I haven't even unboxed yet from Enabler's Outpost. Look at this pen, and we're going to get into that in just a minute. I have not done an unboxing yet, but I may have ordered a few other pens, and they're all kind of Valentine's Day themed. So I'm definitely feeling the love, the pinks, the pale, rose colors. But look at this pen. I love it. I thought it matched. It almost looks like bubbles coming up is kind of how I saw it. But yes, love this pen. I couldn't wait I just wanted to start using it, so I didn't do an unboxing yet. I just used the brass tips. I have micro glue dots in my single placer. And I love a 7 placer is what I like. I just like the white plastic ones. And I'm using Chit Putty, which is also from Enablers Outpost in cinnamon. And it smells really good. But yes, look at my new pen, you guys. And we'll go ahead and look at my other two because I got 3. So pretty. So, love it. And then I went with Simply Gilded Washi tape. And I kind of went with the bows. Their signature bows. Got gold bows. So I'm kind of feeling the purple theme. Again, Valentine's Day, Matchmakers Maze. I thought it would be perfect for this season and for this holiday. All right, what else am I using, y'all? Got the tweezers. Got the pen cutter because I do section it off. So each section I'll just kind of cut and fold it back. I'm not using any cover minders today. I don't really need one because this plastic I just cut it off, and so I really don't need it. So yeah, don't have any cover minders. What else, y'all? Shall we just get into it? I just want to show you the pens. I got to make sure this is covered up. Okay, we'll kind of do it over here this side. So this is going to be a little impromptu unboxing because I don't know, y'all. I just want to do it. So the pen that I'm using came in this. I love the bags they use. So again, this is from Enablers Outpost, and they definitely give you, they always give you a placer in there, a single placer and the white thin multi-placers. And it's so fun. Elizabeth and Edward always put in like a fun sheet. I guess this is you got to find the items in the paper when pigs fly. And then is it like a search? This says greenhouse. So yeah, you have to find it. So I'll give this to my daughter and it'll be fun for us to do together. So I think that's really unique and really fun that they include a little activity sheet in there. I got some candy, got some gum, and a lemon head. Ooh, that's good. I haven't seen those in a while. Ooh, I didn't see this. Not Jawbreakers, Jawbusters. Oh, the original Jawbreakers. Thank y'all so much. And on the box, it did say, thank you, Shay, which I thought was really sweet. And then I also ordered some new Chit. The Chit lasts a long time, but I thought since I'm ordering some pens, I'll go ahead and just order some Chit too. And I've ordered a different scent. And this is some instructions on how to use the Chit, but I've been using it, so I already know how to do that. Oh, got some stickers. Yeet or be yeeted. I love that. Oh, Elizabeth knows me. 2 shots of vodka. Yes, bottoms up. Got a unicorn. And there they are. There's Elizabeth and Edward. They're the nicest people, you guys, and they're so fun. All right, so Chit. This one is coconut, which I've never tried before. And again, it's the word Chit is Romanian for putty. That's what it means. And I got more more cinnamon. So I got more cinnamon because I love it, but I've never smelled the coconut before. And y'all, I've done this entire row almost, and I haven't had to switch out my putty yet. It lasts forever. Oh, look at this. Ooh, yes, look at that color. Let me smell it. Ooh, coconut. It smells like sunscreen, like you're at the beach. Oh, I like that. Okay. I'm definitely going to use that one. And cinnamon's my favorite, so I had to get another cinnamon. Yeah, so that's Chit, and it's very affordable too. I forget how much it was, but I love it. And like I said, it lasts so long, and their bags are so pretty. So I got the Chit. All right, so let's look at my pens. Ooh, another piece of gum. Is that it? Okay. Dun, da, da. I got more pink pens. Look at these, you guys. Okay, let's take a look at this one. I got 3 different sizes. They do offer different sizes. I got like a thin, a medium, and like a large, or a thick, I think it's called. This is the smaller one. Ooh, that's gorgeous. I haven't taken these out of the bag yet. This is the first, I wanted to wait for y'all. Ooh, it's a really pretty like orange peach with all the swirl in there. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's a great size too, if you don't want them real thick. Yes. Oh, y'all, these are gorgeous. So I thought it was kind of Valentine's Day themed. Now, there is a 7-placer, which is my jam, and a 4-placer. And of course, the single placer is already in there. And I thought this one was really pretty too. I haven't looked at this one yet, y'all. I've been dying to get into this. All I did was pull out the pen that I was going to be using. But I haven't seen these yet. And I definitely keep these bags just to re-gift, or if you want to give a pen. Look at this. It almost looks white on camera, but you see the pinks in there. And it's got some little like silver, like little slivers. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, and Edward turns these, and he does such a good job. Now this is I think this is the medium one. Yeah, I can definitely tell a difference because this one looks a little thicker. Actually, yeah, this looks like the thickest one. This looks like more of a medium. And then this one's like a small. So yeah, so I got these 3 pens. So thank you so much to Elizabeth and Edward for making such awesome pens. I love them. Yay. Okay. So that's my little unboxing. Hope y'all don't mind, but I really wanted to open those bad boys up. And like I said, I really wanted to start using this because I thought it was perfect for this painting. I really wanted the pink and the bubbles. All right. So how is everybody doing? Are y'all good? Let me know. Like I said, I'd love to find out how y'all are doing and what's going on in your world. And sometimes I feel so bad because I feel like I'm just like, talking about myself, and I'm like, I want to know about them. So I really wish this was a way we could like talk to each other, back and forth, but this is what we have for now. But please leave a comment and tell me how you are. I normally take notes for these videos, but this week has been, I don't know, it's been a week. Of course, every week there's something going on, but I just couldn't pull it together. So I'm just going to kind of wing it and try to remember what happened this past week. Well, I did get, along with my coffee, I did have a cookie right before we started. If you were on my live on Sunday, I tried to show everybody I got an amazing, incredible package from Australia. Natalie, if you're watching, thank you again. I know I've already thanked you, but thank you. I have a favorite. She sent me a ton of Australia stuff that I've never tried before. Some fun snacks, goodies, but these are my favorite. I've never had them before. Y'all let me know down in the comments if you've ever had Tim Tams. So I love the chewy caramel. I love caramel. I have not tried the other two yet. So I'll get into it, don't worry. So there's an original, and she was so sweet. She had everything bagged up and labeled. There's a double coat, and there's an original. So I haven't opened these up yet. But y'all, this is so good with coffee. Oh, and then at night, if I'm diamond painting, I'll just kind of pull them out of my drawer and like snack on one. They're like they're cookies with like this one's got caramel in the center. I think they might have these in Canada. So y'all let me know if you've ever tried this before, okay? And if you've had these, they're so good. I don't know if you can get them in the US. I don't think I've ever seen them. So it's been a treat to enjoy all these goodies from Australia. So Natalie, thank you again. That's one thing about, and maybe I can ask y'all because you're the ones that are watching. You're the ones that would want, and I want to know your feedback. When it comes to friend mail, subscriber gifts, things like that, how do y'all feel about those videos? I never know what to do. I never know if I should film the unboxing of getting a gift from someone and posting it up, or if I should just, open it myself and thank the person. I don't know if the person that has sent it wants me to do a video and put it out. It's such a tricky. Plus, I don't want it to look like, look what I got. I don't want to be bragging. So y'all let me know. I don't know. Tell me honestly, are those videos that you would want to see? Do you have, I never know. And I think, probably the best way to go about it would be to ask the person that sent you the gift, do you want me to film this? I mean, I've done that before. Do you want me to do an unboxing of this? And do you, kind of put it up? But I guess I kind of want to know, is that something y'all even want to see? So let me know. Because I do get some gifts and I never know how to approach those things. So let me know. It's one of those just YouTube creator, things that make you go, All right, y'all. So where do we begin? Let's see. So we'll back it up to my live that I had this past Sunday. I had a guest. I had Kimmy with Kimmy_Queen of Crafts, and I'll link her channel down below. That video is still up. So if you'd like to see that, please go watch the replay and just put #replay. For those of you that were there, thanks for coming. It was a awesome live. It was a little different, than some of the other lives. We kind of mixed it up a little bit. There was some serious talking. We were talking about mental health and being very vulnerable. And so were the folks in the chat. So I really appreciate y'all, talking, and I hope it was helpful. I rewatched it because I felt like I was missing a lot of comments. So if you commented, I've seen it. I watched the entire video over, and I thought it was great. I really, really thought it was great. Kimmy's awesome. I definitely got a lot of pointers from it and just things to think about. Speaking of that, I did something bad, y'all, when it came to my medication. I'm always feeling tired, and I've been kind of dealing with it for a while now, and I'm like, maybe it's some of my medications. And in one of my Patreon videos recently, I think it was last week, I kind of went through with my Patreons and was like refilling my pill container. And I wasn't even able to tell them what everything was and why I was taking it, because I've been on it for so long. You know, once a month I meet, televisit. We don't even meet face to face with my psychiatrist. And it's like one of those things, yeah, I want to refill. Okay, yeah, everything's good. And it's like 5-minute call. We never really revisit the medications. I've been on the same stuff for like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years, and I'm on a lot of different medications. So I decided about a week ago to take it upon myself to stop taking majority of my medication. Just cold turkey. I know, y'all. I know. I'm not a medical professional, but I know you're not supposed to do that. And I definitely don't recommend it, because I felt really weird and I did not feel good. And it was time for my monthly meeting with her, day before yesterday. And so I kind of told her that I didn't tell her that I had done that. I kind of just said, do you think we could look at my medications and maybe look at removing a few, something, because I would like to see, I don't know if I still need to take all these, things are different now. I was prescribed these at a long time ago. So I kind of told her that I would like to start, removing some of the medications slowly. And she's like, okay. So we have a plan. She called in to my pharmacy, which I just picked it up today. We're lowering the dosage of one of them that she thinks could be the culprit of maybe causing fatigue. And she said, just take that for 2 weeks and then stop taking it altogether. I was like, okay. So that afternoon, after talking to her, I took all my medication again, because I really was feeling weird, y'all. It was like, I guess withdrawal. I don't know. It was really, really funky, which, I know not to do that. I don't know why I was doing it, y'all. I was just kind of, not being very smart. So don't get on to me in the comments. I know, but I'm back on all my medications. But I'm going to start, I guess tonight, because I take it at night when I go to bed. I'm going to take a lower dosage of that one. And then we have a plan to, after that, we're going to meet in 2 weeks, see how I feel. And then we're going to take another one down and start working on that for 2 weeks. And then we have a third one that we're going to take down and work on that one. So it's going to be a process, but I'm excited. I don't like that I have to rely on a lot of medication. I know medications are good, and maybe I still need to be on them, but I want to see what it feels like not being on everything. I just want to give it a shot and maybe just revisit everything. So yeah. So if I start acting weird, please tell me, because y'all know me by now if you've been watching my channel, which, by the way, if y'all, are new, thank you for being here. I hope everything I'm saying is making some sense. I hope I'm not scaring you away. But for those of you that are returning and, you continually to watch my videos, thank you so much. Thank y'all for coming back. But, life's a journey, and I'm very, very open. That was one thing that I was really nervous about, to be honest with y'all, which I always am, about starting a YouTube channel, because I am an open book to a fault, probably. I just, tell everybody everything. And I just, and I thought, ooh, I don't know if that's going to be good. Should I be talking about everything? So but that's what I do. And, some of y'all keep coming back. So I'm like, okay, I guess it's okay. But, we are who we are, and I don't want to, be anything different. So get what you get, y'all, right? Okay, so that is kind of the medication update. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I was not very smart. I had the weirdest symptoms. I have never had vertigo, and I don't know what that is, but it's almost like I would turn my head and I would get dizzy, or it's like, dunk, 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 dunk. It was like slow motion. So something was going on. My body was like, whoa, don't do that. And of course, when I told my doctor that, I wanted to start removing some things, and she goes, just don't stop taking everything. That's really dangerous. And that's like, you need to be in a hospital if you do that. I was like, oh shit. Oops. Yeah, I probably need to start taking that medication again. I feel more like myself again because I'm back on everything. It didn't take long. I'll tell you what, like the next day I didn't feel any of those symptoms again. So it's really weird. So anyways, I'm definitely, advocating for medication if you need it, but I would like to kind of see, what it's like to kind of taper off some of them if it's possible. And what I also need to, Kimmy and I during the live had talked about, therapy and counseling, and y'all were awesome in the comments. I wish I could have responded back to everybody during the live, but it was hard. But I really, really learned a lot from everybody. A lot of people can relate. I should have said, at the beginning that I hope it doesn't trigger anybody or it doesn't upset anyone, because, talking about mental health can stir up some feelings and maybe some things that people don't want to think about, but we don't want there to be a stigma around it. And speaking of that, it seemed like it was well received. So Kimmy actually came to me, I think without even reading all the comments, and she was like, I think we should do this again and maybe do it like on a regular basis. Like, I forget what she said, but it was something like maybe once a month or once every like few months. So if y'all want to do that, I'm totally up for it. It's good to do a mental health check in, see how everybody's doing. Maybe we can do it differently. We can have like a guest speaker. There is one of my Patreons. I didn't realize this until she commented in the video before we had the live, and I was trying to get her on, but we just couldn't connect. But she is a retired mental therapist. She's a counselor. So I was like, ooh. And she said she'd be willing to come on. So maybe we can have, some free therapy, and get some pointers from her. So yeah, I'm very open. And like I told y'all on the live, if you need someone to listen, someone to talk to, I may not be able to respond right away, but I'll definitely always read your messages and I will respond. So if you ever need someone to talk to, again, I'm not a therapist, but I will be here if you need me. Okay. I never want anyone to feel alone. I see us as like we got our little family here, this community is important to me and I want to make sure everybody is okay. So, all right. So yeah, the live was great. So thank y'all again for being there and for, providing feedback and comments. It was great. I loved watching the replay. It's weird watching yourself though. That's the only thing I don't like, but I was just watching the chat. Yeah. And of course, watching my cringy dancing at the beginning. Yeah. Kimmy was a good sport. When I talked to her beforehand, I'm like, you want to dance? But y'all, she didn't do what she said she was going to do. When we had talked beforehand, she's like, yeah, I'm going to do my booty dance. I'm like, all right. We never got out of our chairs. I didn't see no booty dance. So Kimmy, if you're listening, we got to redo it again. We need to see your booty dance. The music's not great. I will tell you, I only have a select few songs to choose from because I don't want to get, copyright striked. So I'm just using the songs that they provide in StreamYard, and they're not the best. And there's only about 7 songs to choose from. So we got what we got, and we do a little jig to it, a little dance. So, all right. So that was the live on Sunday, and Sunday was Chinese New Year. So if you celebrate, I'm not going to say it again because my Mandarin is super, super rusty, but Gong Hao Fa Choi, or something to that effect. So Happy New Year. It's the year of the rabbit. For those of you that may not know, the Chinese culture is important to me. We lived over in China for 3 years. My kids and I did. My husband, and he was there for work. And I really fell in love with the culture, the people. We still celebrate Chinese New Year a little bit, Yeah, so it was so fun over there. The fireworks were insane. They love fireworks, y'all. Wow. Never seen anything like it. The sky was just lit up. And our first year there, we lived in an apartment and we were kind of high up on the floors. And so you could see over the city and you could just see fireworks popping off all over the city. It was so cool. And they went on for days. So yeah, the fireworks were super fun. Until they, went off down below you in the middle of the night and you're like, what? It sounds like gunshots going off. But yeah. Also, Sunday was a lot of fun. It was the San Francisco 49ers football team, American football. They had their playoff game, and my husband and my oldest son, Ryan, are huge 49ers fans. My husband was actually at the game. He's still in California. He's gone all this week for work. But he went out there for the game with his best friend, and he just stayed. But my oldest, so Ryan had over, oh my gosh, y'all. So he's 17. So a lot of his friends are 17, 18. I don't know how many boys were over here watching the game. So many that Nate went out at one point to go out there and watch the game with them, and he said there was nowhere to sit. I ordered a crap ton of pizzas. Ryan went and got sodas and chips and everything for the boys, and they ate, and wow. I saw the trash can afterwards. They drank a ton of soda. There was probably, 12 of those boys, and we don't have a huge living room. I mean, some of them were like on the floor. There were so many boys, and they were cheering and they were loud. So Lou and I were in my bedroom watching TV, and then Nate would come in. Oh, speaking of, we watched a show while they were watching the game. I had the game on my phone so I could watch the score, because I'm invested in it too, because I know my husband and Ryan were like super excited about it. And of course the 49ers won, but I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but I'm into a new TV show. You've probably heard about it. So not this live that I had this past weekend, but the live before, everybody was talking about a new show that was going to be coming out on Sundays. And it's called The Last of Us, and it's on HBO Max. And I'm totally into it. They had the second episode this past Sunday. Let's see, it's 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, so 9 p.m. Eastern. So if you have HBO Max, it's a really good show. After the first one, I was a little confused and I had a lot of questions. But after the second episode, I was like, okay, I'm getting invested. They explained a lot more, so give it a chance. You may not totally be into it the first one, but after the second one, it gets better. And Lou was even getting into it. She was totally into Stranger Things. And so I was and I wasn't even sure she should be watching that show because she's 10. But I asked Nate, my 16-year-old, I'm like, because he loves the show. I said, what do you think? Is it okay if Lou watches this? And he goes, yeah, she watched Stranger Things. It's kind of the same, There's some not zombies, but once you watch it, you'll see there's people that have been taken over by something. And, they're kind of walking around and getting people, and it can be a little weird and scary, but she was into it. She was like asking a ton of questions, and we were trying to explain it to her because she didn't see the first episode. But if y'all haven't watched that yet, go check it out if you have HBO. Yeah, so I haven't really been into a TV show in a while, so it's kind of been fun. Plus, Nate's like, hey, Mom, can we watch this together every Sunday? And I was like, yes. So it's fun to have like a show that you can watch with your kids and, do together. Because Nate, my 16-year-old, is a total movie buff. He'll watch a new movie and he'll go, Mom, have you seen this movie? I'm like, and we'll just start talking about it. Okay, I'm looking for R's. R. I love getting R's, y'all, when I do unboxings. Here we go. We've got 762. So let's talk about Ollie. Ollie is our puppy. We have a little French bulldog. He is about 15 weeks old now. We got him 3 days before Christmas. So just a couple days ago, it was a month that we've had him. It's been a lot of work, I'm not gonna lie. I had kind of forgotten what the puppy process was. Ton of accidents in the house, stepping on wet spots on the carpet, constantly, picking up. Oh, y'all, it's a mess. He's a mess. And my husband's been out of town, and I'm like, oh, a lot of the puppy stuff is on me. At first, Ollie, which is short for Oliver, was getting up a couple times during the middle of the night. We are crate training him, so he's in a crate, but he'll bark when he needs to go out. He never has any accidents in the crate, which is, my husband says, a good sign. I'm like, okay, but he has accidents everywhere else. And I'm like, I just don't see him having a preference for going outside. And I'm waiting for that to click and start happening. And he goes, honey, that probably won't happen until he's like 6 months old or close to that. He goes, he's only 15 weeks. I'm like, yeah, that's true. But oh my gosh, y'all. And the puppy teeth, and he bites. But the cutest thing is him and Jasper. Jasper is our 4-year-old Boston Terrier. They are so cute together. They wrestle and they play and they bite each other and they just go after it for 30 or 45 minutes. They'll just run around like crazy and just, it's like they just a ball of like dog fur, just and going. So Jasper has been really fun at helping entertain Ollie and wear him out, which has been great. Let me just get a little sip of coffee. Okay, how are we doing? Okay, good. We're halfway through. I didn't want to overdo it, y'all, because I'm enjoying catching up with y'all. All right, we're done with that section. Yay, we're on to the last section. So I'm going to scooch you down a little bit. Scooch, scooch, scooch. Sorry if you're not zoomed in super close. I feel like sometimes when I zoom in really close, it does that like zoom in, like autofocus, zoom in, zoom out, and if anybody's watching, that could be like super annoying. So, all right, y'all, we don't need the cutter because this is the last section. So it's just going to pee. Ooh, this is so satisfying. Y'all, I'm really loving squares. I just did a round recently and I really am loving the squares. So yeah, sometimes you need a cover minder to hold back the plastic, but look, I mean, once I just kind of push down on the edges, it's staying. So I really don't need one. Yeah. Oh, this is exciting. I'm so excited to put a progress pic on Instagram and just kind of see, what it's going to look like. I'm loving this. So yeah, Ollie is doing pretty good. He has been sleeping through the night more, which has been great. But he did wake up at 4:30 in the morning this morning. So I had to get up. And he's really good though. I mean, I got to give him some credit. When you do take him outside, he doesn't mess around. He goes. So at least you're not standing out there in the cold, freezing. Oh my gosh, speaking of the weather, we got snow last night. It didn't last long. It was gone at 4:30 in the morning. But last night, it was raining all day yesterday. And in Texas, which if y'all don't know, I'm in Texas. I live in Dallas, and we don't get that kind of weather here very often. It's very, very rare that it snows here. We get ice, but not really snow. But yeah, it was raining all day yesterday, and they were talking about on the news, on the weather, that if the temperature got to a certain point, we might get snow. And sure enough, it was about 9 o'clock, and Ryan, my 17-year-old, was like, Mom, it's snowing. And I was like, no. So we were on the side, and no one even knew, and Lou and I went outside in the backyard, and we could see our neighbors' roofs were like all white, and our chairs in the back had the cushions were white. And so she went and grabbed Nate, because Nate loves snow. And so she grabbed him, and they were so cute. They grabbed a bowl, a big silver bowl, and they collected a bunch of snow from a chair, and they made snow cones. I'm like, y'all, are you sure that was clean snow? Because we got 3 dogs, and they're peeing and pooping everywhere out in the back. And I'm like, and the chairs were dirty, because we haven't been using the backyard really, because it's not summertime, and we have the pool. And I'm like, are you sure that's clean? And as Lou was eating her snow cone, she goes, I just got something crunchy. I was like, oh my gosh, girl, it's probably a bug or a leaf or some dirt. But yeah, we had Nate has a snow cone machine that he got off Amazon a while ago, and so we have syrup. We have the little cherry and grape, and so you just kind of like drizzle on it. So they got the syrup out, and yeah, they had snow cones. And then, like I said, this morning, 4:30 in the morning, I got up, and it was no white anywhere. It was all gone, all melted. But yeah, it's kind of exciting. We got to see a little bit of snow, but it didn't affect school. It didn't affect, driving. So yeah, but today's been pretty chilly. It was about like 41 degrees, and that's pretty cold for us. So yep. So Ollie, it does kind of suck taking the puppy out when it's that cold. Because, you're just getting, and I feel like I don't have time to put a jacket on or anything, or shoes, because I feel like as soon as I let him out, he's going to pee, right, on the floor. So I'm waking up, I'm trying to run over to his kennel, I'm letting him out, I'm grabbing him, picking him up, and I don't really have time to, get dressed. So I'm standing out there, in my t-shirt, and I do wear pants. I don't wear shorts right now, but it's cold. No slippers, no jacket. So I just kind of run out there. But like I said, he does do his business quickly. But yeah, we're just kind of going through the puppy stuff. My other dogs, I've been referring to them as the big kids. The big kids, our other 2 Boston Terriers, are going to be boarded at our vet in March, because we're going to Disney World with some friends for spring break. And if you've listened to my video before, last time we went to Disney, we had to have all 3 dogs stay with my mother-in-law, which was awesome. But I know it was a lot for her. And the reason why we couldn't board them is because our vet had told us there was a canine flu that's really rampant right now, and really, really scary. And she's like, if you can avoid boarding them, please do. And I'm like, well, what about getting, do you have a shot for it? And she's like, we do, but you need a booster, and you have to wait 3 weeks to get that booster for it to really cover them. And I was like, okay. So knowing that, I had made an appointment not too long ago, and so I brought in the older 2 to the vet. I think it was yesterday, and they got their flu vaccines, their canine flu vaccines, and then I have to bring them back in 3 weeks. So that'll be just enough time to get everything kind of set for them before they get boarded. Ollie will stay with my mother-in-law because he's just too young. He's not fully vaccinated yet. He's still getting his shots. He's got more shots in February. When they're puppies, it's expensive too, y'all. Oh my gosh, it's really expensive. Having 3 dogs, yeah, the vet stuff has been crazy. But I remember the first year, that you have a puppy, there are a lot of vet bills because they have to get all their shots. But then after that, it kind of chills out. And he was kind of sick at first. We weren't sure what was wrong, but he's good now. He's so cute. We don't think he's getting any bigger, but every time I take him to the vet, they weigh him, and he's like putting on a pound or 2. So he's definitely getting, but he's just, maybe because he's a Frenchie, he's just going to kind of be small. Because I know they're not big dogs, but he just looks so little still. he's a little short. We call him Potato. He's our little potato. We were watching some French bulldog videos on YouTube, and there's this couple, and I think they're in Japan, and they've got 2 Frenchies, and they're hilarious, and they call their dogs potatoes. And so once we heard that, I mean, this little guy's got so many nicknames. My husband calls him Mr. Sniffles because, he's got the little, he's super loud. We thought at first something was wrong with his nose and he was sick. No, he just, they've got that flat face and that flat nose and the little small nose holes, and he just, everything is just, you can hear him. He's just, when he runs, he just little sniffles. I call him Sweetness, call him Little Man. I mean, he's so sweet, you guys. The kids are loving him. It took me a little time to actually bond with him. And I don't know why. I mean, I didn't really want a 3rd dog, to be honest. I really didn't. But, they're just so cute. My husband showed me the picture, and I was like, okay. And, it was fine at first. Everybody was home, and I really wasn't, I don't know, I guess it just takes some time. You bond with things when the time's right. And what really happened was when my husband went out of town a couple weeks ago for the first time after we had gotten him after the holidays, and I was alone with him during the day when the kids were at school. And I figured that's when it would happen, but it was just him and I, because after the holidays, the first 2 weeks we had him, my mom and dad were here, the kids were home, my husband was home, so he wasn't relying just on me, and I wasn't connecting with him, but I definitely have now. He seems to know his name now, because when you call him, he kind of looks, and he gets excited when he sees you, it seems like. So I think there's, I'm kind of waiting for, my husband's like, it's like having a newborn. You don't get a lot from them at first. You're just doing all the work, and they're not really giving you anything back. I'm like, yeah, that's true. That's kind of how he is. But he started, giving us kisses. He likes to lick our eyelids, and he's got like the hottest little tongue. It's so weird. But yeah, he's a sweet boy. Margot doesn't care for him, but it's fine. She's just an anxious dog anyways, and that's just not her deal. And we knew she was going to be weird around him. But Jasper loves him, so it's been good. He constantly is trying to eat their food, the big kids' food. So I'm always picking up their bowls because they're grazers. They don't like eat and be done with it. Their food sits all day and they just kind of snack on it. So every time Ollie's out, I have to pick up the food real quick, and then I have to put it back down when Ollie's put away. So yeah, so the food bowl game has been constant. But yeah, we've been trying to give him Cheerios whenever he does go to the bathroom outside. So we're trying to reward him so he knows it's a good thing. But yeah, I just kind of feel like I've kind of forgotten, what the puppy stuff was like. Yeah, it's tricky, it is tricky. So what else? Let's talk about diamond painting stuff. Mermaids and Magic, y'all. It's coming. So this will be the 2nd year that Randy and I, you can call me Butter, my bestie, we are going to be hosting Mermaids and Magic again. We did it last year. It was the first year, and it's the month of March. And Randy and I actually had a phone call this week, a couple days ago. We were on the phone for we did a video chat, and we were diamond painting and just chatting up about the event. And we were on the phone for a good 3 hours, I think. And it was great until we got hungry. And I'm like, I'll let you go. I got to go eat lunch. But I called her about 10, and the reason why we couldn't do it in person was Ryan, my 17-year-old, had COVID. And Randy hasn't gotten it yet. And she's like, girl, I just don't want to risk it because it hasn't been. I'm like, you know what? I get it. I totally get it. And she's like, you're not mad at me, are you? And I'm like, no, I'm not mad. I'm just sad, because I haven't seen Randy in a while, with the holidays. And we went to Disney, and then I got sick when we get back, and then she was sick. And now Ryan got sick, and it's just, been one thing. I probably haven't seen her in a month. And we live, I don't know, about 20 minutes from each other. And that's my girl, my best friend. So really have missed her, but it was nice to do a video chat. So if you have an opportunity to meet someone in the community, you don't have to physically be near each other. We had a great time just doing a video chat. So just keep that in mind. If you find the person you click with, suggest that and just do a diamond painting sesh, over the phone. It doesn't even have to be in person, just to be, just audio. But it was really, really fun. So we knocked out a lot of the details. So be looking forward to and looking for some videos coming out. We do have a schedule. We just need to nail down a few of the sponsors. So we talked all that out. But just for basic, if you are interested and you have any questions, I'll just quickly go over some of the quick things just so you have an idea of what we're looking at. So it's going to be no new start. Okay, so no new start. There will be weekly prizes, so you just have to listen to our whipping chats, and we'll give you a secret word. In order to be eligible for the grand prize, all you need to do is finish a 30 by 40 section. So you don't have to complete the entire painting, because we know that there's a lot of big ones out there. So there will be a Facebook element, which we've never done before. So that's awesome for the people that like to do Facebook. I don't do Facebook, so this is going to be interesting for me. It's going to force me to be on there, which is fine. There is a hashtag, and we've already got some stuff posted on there. Hashtag Mermaids and Magic 2023. There will be a Google Doc, for like all that stuff. But yeah, there's going to be, so when it comes to licensed pieces, because I know that's probably going to be a question, we recommend that it be licensed. Okay. We don't want to be the licensing police. Don't want to do all that. We know not everybody can afford, Diamond Art, whoever it is that does just licensed. Do what you can, but we recommend that you do licensed. Okay. So we're just going to leave it there. Yeah. And we've already got a couple of sponsors. So there will be, coming up in February, there'll be some an official kickoff video where we'll kind of talk about everything in details, talk about our sponsors. There'll also be another video where we unveil and unbox the paintings that we're going to be working on for the event. But yeah, we'd love to have you. Hopefully, you can join us. It's, again, Mermaids and Magic, so it's anything, anything, obviously mermaid, because I do love a good mermaid, as y'all know. Or the magic element can be, fantasy, anything like that. So and if you have a question and you're not sure if your painting will work, then just shoot Randy and I a picture of it on Instagram or email or any of those things. So be on the lookout for more details, but super excited about that. Yeah, it's going to be fun. So I'm excited to do another event with her. It's been a while, y'all. Events, let's see, I'm also doing the Jasmine Beckett Griffith along, so JBG along. Did it last year and the year before, so this is our third year, I want to say, with Lindsay, Emerald, and Fairy Lights. We do that in July. So for the month of July, grab your JBGs, and since she, put a lot of her images out in the public domain, there's a lot of companies to choose from that have Jasmine Beckett Griffiths. And those are the paintings, if you're not familiar with them, with the big-eyed girls, right? So think about that one we'd love to have you. So that'll be July. And then I'll be hosting Oz and Og with Curls and Drills. It's actually her event. I just helped her out this past year. So this will be my second time being involved in it. And anything Wizard of Oz is basically what that one is. Okay. Rainbows, tornadoes, anything like that. Dogs like Toto. So really, really fun. Witches. So yeah, just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. I know there's a lot of events going on, but there is an events calendar. So if you have any questions about that, just let me know. And yeah, I'll be happy to send it to you or tell you where to find it if you have any questions. But events are fun. My first year of diamond painting, I, was doing a ton of events. It's funny because when I started diamond painting, I didn't even have Instagram, and I would have to send my pictures to Jenny, the Uncrafty Crafter, and Abigail, because I didn't even have Instagram. So a lot's changed, you guys. A lot has changed. Speaking of what has changed and what's kind of happened, my 2-year YouTube anniversary of having my channel is coming up. YouTube actually already congratulated me, and I'm like, what? That's listening a little early. According to my calculations, and when I look at YouTube, I posted my very, very first video, a get to know me video, which was so incredibly hard to watch now. It's so bad. But I was new, I was learning. I posted my first video March 1st, but YouTube is already congratulating me, and I'm like, it's only January. How does that happen? So in my mind, my YouTube anniversary will be March 1st, and I'll be here for 2 years. So yeah, it's fun to have, an anniversary coming up. So yeah, maybe we'll do something fun. We'll do a giveaway. Yeah. So stay tuned. I'm also close to another milestone, which I'm super excited about. It would be really cool if I could hit that milestone before my 2-year anniversary. So it's kind of fun to have those goals. Yeah, so some fun stuff, happening. It's all good. I feel really, really lucky, feel blessed. Not every day do I feel that way. This morning, I did not feel that way. But now, you know, talking to y'all, it just gets me in a better mood. So I really appreciate you guys more than you know. Yes, for sure. You definitely lift me up. Yeah. Let's see. So I talked about mermaids and magic. So if you have any questions about that, please, ask Randy or myself. There is also which I didn't know about this, but apparently there is Randy sent me the link and I need to look at it. There's a Facebook group that also has event information, and I didn't know that. All I knew about was the event calendar that Mr. and Mrs. Dubay, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, that she has. But I guess there's like a Facebook page. So you know what I'll do? I'll link it in the description because I know Randy sent it to me. So I'll link that in the description if you are curious about any of the events. There are a lot of fun, you guys. Events are a ton of fun. I just think I kind of burnt myself out a little bit. Plus, I wasn't hosting events when I first was doing all the events myself. But what was happening is I was buying paintings for that specific event instead of doing ones for my stash. So now I'm like, you know what? If I have it and if it fits, great. But sometimes I don't want that, I don't know. I don't want like, you got to do this and this and this and this and that. I just want to be able to go with the flow and kind of like go wherever I feel. And that's kind of what I'm going with this year, Plus, like I said, when you're hosting an event, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. So, I would, with me being involved in 3 events, I was like, I want to kind of focus my energy there, but I also want to support other channels and support my friends. So if I can do it, I'll definitely do it. Okay. But y'all know, I got 3 kids, 3 dogs, Yeah. I got a hamster, which I got to make sure the hamster's still alive. It's in Lou's closet. Is that not sad? The poor hamster. He's been pushed away, y'all. I've had him for, I don't know, just a year. Well, over a year. I guess she got him for Christmas last year. Or yeah. But she's still alive. She's still around. Looking forward to, I'm going to a diamond painting. Well, not a diamond painting, but I'm going to a retreat, one of the crafting retreats in February, the one in Texas. So I'll get to meet some friends. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be the end of February. So I've got some things to kind of take care of before then. And then, for March, for Mermaids and Magic, it's always kind of hard in March because that's when we are on spring break and that's when we always go to Disney. So I always kind of have to film ahead of time and make sure that y'all have, the whip and chat because there's giveaways. And so Randy and I were talking about all those things. But, she'll be here. So I know she'll cover me for anything that y'all need. But yeah, we've got some really good sponsors lined up. So I'm excited about the event. I'm very excited. What else? What else, y'all? You let me know. So I know you may not be watching, but if you are, or you want to stop for a sec, does anybody else, especially with Mandy Manzano's, I have a tendency to go to 310 first. I do the black outline, and then I, kind of go from there. So that's kind of how I do it. All right, so about another one of my children, not the dogs, but my human child, Nate, my 16-year-old. He had to go to the doctor yesterday. We took him. He has been suffering on and off with neck pain, only on his left-hand side. He's had mornings before, a couple months ago, where he could not get out of bed. It was so painful. Like his muscles are just like spasmed and just like tightened up on his neck on the side. And it happened again yesterday, but not as bad. He just was like, "Mom, do you have anything for my neck? It really, really hurts." And he was almost in tears. And he's my kid that's really tough and, doesn't mess around when it comes to like, faking or I don't know. I believe him and I trust him. And he's just a good kid. And I was like, okay, he must not be feeling good because he's like, he was almost in tears. I could tell his eyes were tearing up because he was in pain. And I said, okay, this has been going on long enough. I'll let you stay home today, but let's call the pediatrician. Let's start there. I actually got online and was trying to figure out, neck pain, what kind of doctor should you go to? Because we've been to a sports medicine doctor before when the kids have been hurt, like with knees or elbows. But this was his neck. I was like, I don't know if the pediatrician's going to be able to help. The one thing about our pediatrician's office, they don't have an x-ray machine. So they always have to send you out to get x-rays. And I was like, oh, here we go. So he stayed home yesterday and I was able to get an appointment for 2:20 in the afternoon. So I had my neighbor pick up Lou from school which she was kind of weirded out about that because she didn't know. The office had to tell her, and she was like, what's going on? So she was a little confused that I wasn't there to pick her up, but I had to take care of Nate. So we went to the pediatrician, and it was actually the quickest appointment we've ever had, which is great because normally you have to wait, a long time in the waiting room, in the room, all the different things. It just takes forever. And I was just there last week for Ryan with COVID. So I'm like, here we go again. But when you got 3 kids, you're always going to the pediatrician, it seems like. So, but I do think the boys are probably getting a little too old for the pediatrician's office. I mean, yesterday when we were in the waiting room, there was just babies and little kids, and Nate's 16, and he's like, this is a little much. I'm like, yeah, Ryan was feeling the same way last week when I brought him here, and he's 17. I'm like, I think it's time. But she's just the nicest lady. I love, love, love our pediatrician. I mean, I'm not kidding y'all. She is like, I don't want to leave her. She is the nicest lady, and she just puts you at ease, and she's got such a calming voice, and she's very smart. She's just a good lady, really good person. And I'm so glad we have her and that we found her through a friend when we moved back from China. The friends that we go to Disney with, I kind of went to her and I was like, okay, I need a pediatrician, I need a dentist for the kids. And she just recommended all the best doctors that we still go see. And we've been home now from China for 6-7 years now. So yeah, the doctors that she recommended have been amazing. So Nate and I go, she comes in and she does all the things, touch this, push this, bend over. And she just checked and poked and prodded and, said, does this hurt when I push in here? And went from his shoulder blades and his back. Cause those neck muscles on the side, are kind of connected to everything. And she said, do you play sports? And he's like, no. Now y'all, he's my homebody. If you've been listening to my videos, Nate's like he has his license and he has a truck, but he never goes anywhere. He's my homebody. He's my gamer. He can spend all weekend in his room. He comes home from school, and he also does his schoolwork on his computer. A lot of it's done online now. Even when you go to school, a lot of the homework and assignments are all done online. So she was kind of going through like a bunch of questions. Have you had an injury lately? He's like, no. She's like, do you play any sports? He's like, no. And so she was kind of going through everything, and I'm just kind of sitting there, and I'm like, I'm waiting for it. And sure enough, she's like, so do you game a lot? And he looked at me, and I looked over at him, and she looked at him, and I was like, He's like, yeah. And she was like, okay, that could be the culprit. I was like, She goes, I know you don't want to hear this, but you're going to have to chill out on the gaming. And he was like, oh my gosh. She goes, I don't think you need x-rays. I really do think it's your posture. And it's from gaming too much, and it's from your posture. And she said, do you have a gaming chair? And he doesn't. She goes, I'm not recommending, because I don't want to recommend that you game. She goes, I can't believe I'm even saying this. She's pretty conservative. She's like, but a gaming chair could help. She goes, I can't believe I just said that out loud. I cannot believe I just said that. She goes, but my son, your age, is a gamer. And once we did that, it seemed to help because he was kind of having similar issues. So, yep, poor Nate has been told to game less. So I don't know how we're going to manage that. We'll see. Maybe we need to have we've never really had screen time. Yeah, when they were younger, we did. But now that they're older, they do homework on there and they talk to friends. That's how they socialize. It's not just about gaming. It's about that's how they interact with each other now. That's where their friends are at. So, yeah. But I'm glad there's nothing serious. I was really worried because he was telling me that, and I could hear it. It happened a couple times when he showed me. He can make his neck pop, and you can hear it, and it's loud. Now, the doctor said, popping is okay. What's not okay is pain. And I said, yeah, that's what I figured. Because when he said it was hurting that much, then I knew that wasn't good. I did give him, when I was online yesterday before we went to the doctor, I gave him a heating pad. And I gave him some like ibuprofen, some Aleve. And that's exactly what she said we just need to keep doing. So she's like, just keep putting heat on it. Keep doing the Aleve. And she's like, call me if it doesn't start to get better. So yeah, I asked him this morning how he was doing. He's like, I'm okay. And I went ahead and gave him some medicine just in case. But yeah, I've got to manage his gaming time, which is going to be, oh, I hear Lou screaming. She said she was going to bake something. So I hope the house isn't going to burn down. I normally try to film these when they're at school, but it didn't happen today. Y'all, this week has been a freaking mess. I don't even know if we have time to get into it. How long have we been going? 54. Okay, I'll tell you real quick. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I'm admitting to this. Oh my gosh. So Monday, today's Wednesday, right, for me. Monday, Lou was, I think I woke up late, probably. I haven't been able to wake up lately with my alarm. I don't know if I'm hitting stop, if I'm hitting snooze too many times, but it's like my goal now is to get up when my alarm goes off the first time. Don't keep sleeping. Don't hit snooze. It's like a problem. I'm serious. It's a problem. And so Monday, she was late. She was tardy. Tuesday, I woke up on time, but she was the issue. She didn't have anything to wear. It was one thing after another. So she was tardy. This morning, I woke up 20 minutes before we needed to leave. Again, I can't get myself together. A bad mom, y'all. Bad mom moments right here. I mean, it's bad. So, yeah. So the plan was, okay, you'll just go late. Give you some time to get ready, take a shower, eat breakfast. I don't think we're going to be able to make it. So I was like, okay, so I'll take you at 10. Okay. 10 rolls around. It's mommy, my stomach hurts. I'm like, that point, it's just like, you know what, girl? So then she stayed home. We went to Starbucks. We went to Walgreens together, but we did work on some math because she had some math corrections to do. So I feel like we did, and I was able to help her, and it made more sense to her. So she's doing subtraction and addition with decimals. So she wasn't lining them up and, borrowing, and she understands addition, but it's the subtraction that's, confusing when you have to borrow. So we did that. So I felt like we did a little bit of school, but I can't have her being absent. She was absent last week too, y'all. What is going on? So I hope in my next whip and chat, I'm gonna, y'all, you need to keep me accountable. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna make myself a note, update y'all next week on if everybody went to school and if they got there on time. Because I am a freaking mess. I need to pull it together. I told my Patreons that. I was like, I need to pull it together. I am like, I don't know what's going on. So maybe it was the medication that I had stopped taking. I'm gonna blame it on that. I don't know. But I need to get my butt up and get that girl up. It's not easy in the morning, but we got to do it. I actually said no to her today, and I was really proud of myself. I have a problem with saying no. My husband's even like, honey, say no. I'm like, I can't. He's like, say no. You need to practice. We went to Walgreens to pick up my medication, and the drive-thru was like 3 or 4 cars deep. And I'm like, let's just go in. So we go over, and she wanted something that was $30. It was like some skincare crap. And I'm like, what? You're 10. You don't need wrinkle cream. That's $30. But Mom, it's trending. I don't care. I don't care if it's freaking trending. We're not spending $30 on this. And she, y'all, worked on me. No. And she wasn't crying. But she was like, Mom, she kept asking me, please, Mom, why? And I was like, we're not buying it. And I did not buy it. It's little things, y'all. I'll take it. It's a win for me. Because I have a hard time saying no. But that girl has got too much stuff. So I was like, you do not need that. I can say no. So I said, do you have $30? She's like, no. I'm like, well, I'm not doing it. We're not just going to spend $30 just because. But it's just $30. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah. So she tried, but it didn't work. So I'm proud of myself. But yeah, we've had a day together. That's why I didn't get this whip and chat done earlier. And plus with the puppy, I can only film when he's sleeping. And because had been gone running a couple errands is when he slept. So when we got home from doing all those things, I would have filmed, but then that's when he needed to play. So yeah. All right, y'all. Where are we at? Are we good? All right, I think we're good. I have time to say goodbye and wrap some things up. Thank you so much, so very much for being here and for hanging out with me. Y'all don't understand what this does for me. And I do it for y'all, but it's very therapeutic for me. I don't go to counseling. I don't go to therapy. But it's so nice to get everything out. Sometimes you just need to get it out. So if I can be that person for y'all, just get it out, and you don't have to respond. You don't have to leave a comment in this video, but if you just watch it, and if I can help in any sort of way for you, I hope I can do that. So I hope you got some crafting done if you were crafting. Yeah. So it was so good to hang out with y'all. Again, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Before y'all leave, if you enjoyed yourself, please give me a thumbs up. They really do help the algorithm stuff, the YouTube stuff. And then if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Please. I know I'm begging now. It is free, but I'm only about 20 people away, 20 subs away from being at my goal. So please subscribe if you would like to. And like I said, it's free. There's just a subscribe button down below, so just click on that. And then next to it's a bell. Click on the bell, and that way you'll be notified whenever I post up any new videos. Alrighty, and then come to my live on Sunday. I don't plan on having a guest, but you never know, things could change, but I think it's just gonna be me. So I'd love for y'all to join me. And I think that's it. I'm gonna go eat some of the candy that Elizabeth and Edward gave me, maybe eat another Tim Tam. So thanks again, Natalie. And I think that's it. Okay, so y'all have a great rest of the week. Have a great weekend, and I hope to see you on Sunday, okay? All right, y'all take care, and be sure and let me know how you are, okay? All right, see y'all later. Love you. Bye.